Alright, we're out here chilling with baby boys. About to talk spirituality, humility. Alright, let's get to it. So, my boy here, this is Jetty, my son, and we're just out here chilling in the patio. Hopefully, he can hang while we're talking. Now, we'll see what's up. Alright, it's my boy. Okay, humility. So, early on in my spiritual journey, I would struggle with humility in the sense of I thought I always knew more than the regular person because I had all this knowledge about spirituality and psychology, emotions, etc. I felt like because other people didn't know themselves, I didn't need to interact with them. And that led to me very quickly cutting people off, very quickly not giving people the energy, my energy and attention. And a lot of people in the spiritual community, especially when you're going through an awakening, they push that. It's like cut people off, um, don't give them your energy. And I'm saying, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab your boy. Let's go on the walk. All right. I'm saying that. No. All right. I'm saying that is not the way to go about it. If you really have all the spiritual knowledge, then you should be able to apply it under any circumstance, which means you should be able to connect with everybody, to the person that doesn't know anything about spirituality and the person who knows a lot about spirituality. If you have all this occult knowledge, you're truly the wise person you say you are, then you should be able to make friends with every human being. Because if you recognize the truth that we are all one, then why aren't you acting in that way? Why do you have to push people away? And it just means that you're still not all the way through your spiritual journey, and you're still figuring yourself out. You're still trying to figure out whether you should cut people off or not. But that doesn't mean that you're better than other people. And I think that a lot of spiritual people early on in their journeys just need to practice humility. Because even me, like 6 months ago, I've changed so much, and I've realized that, being in my workplace, I cut so many people off. I didn't give people chances, or I would just I would protect my energy, if you may say, as the a lot of terminology people use. And I recognize that was coming from a place of immaturity, a place of me feeling like I'm better than everybody else, me feeling like I know more than everybody else. And now coming full circle, here I am. And at first I was really just trying to push to protect myself. I would just show up to work. It was just about the money and get home and work on my purpose. But at the end of the day, if your purpose is real, if your purpose is from your heart, then you take your purpose everywhere. So if your purpose is to serve the world as a spiritual teacher, that doesn't mean that you have to be a teacher unto everybody. It doesn't mean that you will teach the same way. You can teach through example. That's a big lesson. But you can teach through example by embodying the principles that you hold dear. It means staying consistent. It means knowing that your co-workers or your friends or your people around you, they're all fellow men on your journey. It is a brotherhood. We all have something to learn from each other. And I think we gotta push this message. We all got something to learn from everybody. Everybody here can teach us a lesson. And it's not just it's just about being able to recognize the divine within somebody else. Right? Being able to say, I see you and I acknowledge your strengths, and I know that you are a divine expression of something, as am I, and I want to be able to experience life through you. So, I am willing to open my heart up to you because there is a possibility and a probability that you know something that I don't, and I have something here to learn. And a good example is at first, I think at work it's pretty easy, but the people who me looking to be a better server, I find myself asking questions. I find myself being curious. I find myself taking notes at work because there are people that have been there longer than me and they know more than me. And in the beginning, I used to brush these people off like, oh, I got a business. I got shit I'm working on at home. These guys don't know what's up. They still drink, you know? And but now it's like, bro, everybody's on their journey. At least now. I try not to judge, you know. I try not to like, oh, you're not, you know, meditate daily. How can you say you're spiritual? Or you know, another popular one is like, oh, you don't have a child. You know, you ain't about it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that we have to, at least I have to, I've noticed that I have to take it slow, be present, which is very powerful, and be humble. You know, let yourself be taught just as you want to teach others. Let yourself be served just like you want to serve others. And yeah, it's just a reminder to those on the spiritual path, because I know it can be difficult, and feeling like you know more than people, and that people are asleep and people are sheep. That's how I used to always think. And yes and no. It's yes and no. It's yes and no, because we will all choose the perspective that serves us the most. But I think that the better perspective is always the wider one. It's always the integral one, the one that is saying more, saying that it's deeper than that. It's deeper than black and white. There's always nuances to things, and you have to let yourself withhold judgment. And in order to see those nuances, you have to be brave enough to withhold those judgments. I think being humble is an act of courage, and I think that just found my title. Have the courage to be humble. Have the courage to be humble, because that ain't easy. That means being able to withhold judgment, to withhold the ideas that you think you know what's going on, that you know better. And that also puts you in a position where, well, you're gonna feel dumb. You're gonna feel dumb because you don't know everything. But it's in the days, it's in these day-to-day actions where you experience spirituality. True spirituality is felt in the moment, in daily activities. It's felt outside, being in nature with your baby boy. Look at him. It's felt at work when you're chilling with your coworkers, giving them a smile, giving them a compliment. It's found not just in the books when you're hitting those realizations. It's found everywhere. Every moment is a moment to be taken in. And really the journey is being humble enough to see that. Being open enough to allow for love to enter your heart through all dimensions. Not just in the office or in your study room, in your room when you're alone, but also outside in the world where people need you the most. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully that was a cool video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.